Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Now look what I am going to show you how to make. Look at this beautiful blanket. It's fully reversible and it's like a mini waffle stitch. It's only a 2-stitch repeat, one row, and that's it. Crochets up really quick. You get a ½ inch every row, so every 2 rows you're working up an inch. This crochets up really quick, it's really thick, the edge is all nice and straight down your edges, so you don't need to put a border on. You can if you want, but you don't need to. You've got a nice straight top, a nice straight bottom as well. It's quite a stretchy stitch, but it does come back in. This is a great winter blanket to make. You can use thin yarn and your stitch will still come out quite thick. Now for this blanket I used this, I've got some of it left. I used this is a chunky Stylecraft Special Babies and it's absolutely beautiful and it's so soft. It's a chunky yarn. You don't need to use a chunky yarn, you can use any yarn you like. So I'm going to show you how to do this really easy stitch, and even for a beginner you're going to love this. Look at how pretty this is. You can do it in any colour you like and it's much quicker than your normal 4-stitch waffle. This is only 2 stitches, and I said waffle stitch, not awful, waffle. So I'm going to show you how to do this. You can really see it there. It's brilliant for winter time as well. So I'm going to use a 7mm crochet hook. That's a UK 7mm, and I'm just going to use some of this yarn to show you how to do that stitch. I'll zoom in a little bit. So there's no real stitch count for this. You can keep it an even number. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter with the stitch count. So I'm going to make myself a chain. Don't do your chain too tight. So most people should know how to do a basic chain stitch. It's yarn over your hook and pull through the loop. Yarn over and through the loop. So I'm going to do a little sample for you because I've already done that big blanket. You can do this as wide as you want, as wide as you want. So I'm going to go into the second stitch in my chain and I'm going to do a UK double crochet all the way to the end. Yarn over and through your 2 loops. If you're in the USA, this is a single crochet, 1 into every stitch. Pull through. So hook through your stitch, pull your yarn through, yarn over, and come through the 2 loops, all the way to the end. So I've done my row of UK double crochet. That's single crochet if you're in the USA. What we're going to do now is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. So in the UK, this is called a front post treble crochet. If you're in the USA or another country, it's a front post double crochet. So you're going to put your yarn over your hook and you're going to go into that space there. Go right through to the other end. Push your hook around that post of the stitch. Grab your yarn and pull it through and give it a little wriggle up. Yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over and through 2 loops. So that's you done a front post treble crochet. The next stitch is a normal treble crochet into the top stitch, into the next stitch, a normal UK treble crochet. That's a double crochet if you're in the USA. The next one we're going around the post. So we're going to go around the post, then do a treble crochet, around the post, do a treble crochet, and that is your pattern and repeat. So the next stitch we're going around that post. Just work it around and finish your stitch. Go to the next stitch. Now don't take the one that's right beside it because it belongs to that one. We're going to this next one and do a treble crochet around the post of the next stitch. Pull your stitch up to the same height and then into the next stitch. Now don't be tempted to go into that one. We're going into the one that's next to it because that space belongs to that treble there. So into the next one for a normal treble crochet. So what you're doing is you're doing a front post, a treble crochet, a front post, a treble crochet, and then a front post. Treble crochet all the way to the end. So it doesn't matter whether you finish on a front post or a treble crochet. We're doing a treble crochet next. A treble crochet and then a front post stitch. Then a treble crochet into the next stitch. Make sure you go across to the next stitch and then a front post. Then a treble crochet into the next stitch and then your front post all the way to the end. And my last one's going to be a treble crochet. So into this last little bundle here, I'm going to do a treble crochet. Make sure I get into the middle of that bundle. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and turn. Now what we're going to do is, if you were doing a waffle stitch, you would be using 4 stitches, but we're only using 2 stitches. So this is my front post and this one is at that side. So we're going to start with a treble crochet here. So if you have a front post there, you'll do a front post and then your treble. But my front post is here. So I'm doing a treble crochet first. So you keep your treble crochets on top of the treble crochets and you'll keep your front posts on the front post. So that's my front post and I'm going to do a front post again on that one. Then my next one will be a treble crochet and then around the post for my front post on the next one. And then a treble crochet, and that's what you're going to repeat every row. And then my front post. So you'll know that you've got your front post stitch because it sticks out to the front. If I twist that to the side, you can see it sticking out. So that's my front post stitch. And that one that's slightly to the back is my treble crochet stitch. And around that one. And that's what makes this completely reversible. So it's going to show you your little waffle on that side. When we do the next row, that raised line will be on the back. It'll be on this side. So treble crochet and a front post, that is all you're going to do for each row. Treble crochet, front post, treble crochet, front post. And I'm just going to work my way around that post as if it was around the post. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and turn. So here I've got my front post sticking up, so I'm going to do a front post and then a treble, a front post and then a treble. So that one is sticking up, so I'm going to do a front post and then my treble crochet, and around that stitch, pull it up into the next one, around that one, all the way to the end. My second to last is a front post, and then I'm going to finish on a treble crochet right into the top of that chain of 3. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. So on this side it's a treble crochet first, and then my front post is here, and then a treble crochet. So you'll keep your trebles on top of the treble and your front post on top of the front post, and what it does is it makes it completely reversible. Look at this, and it looks like a little mini waffle stitch. So my next one is a treble crochet, and you can tell because your treble crochet sort of sits to the back a little bit, and your front post sits to the front like this. It's raised up at the front. So when you do this side, you'll do your front post first, and then your treble, then a front post. And this side, it's a treble and then a front post. So I've done my treble crochet. I'm going to do my front post stitch. It's so easy. And this stitch has been around for a long time, just as long as the waffle stitch has been around. Some people just call it the front post stitch, and some people just call it a mini waffle stitch. Around the post, and then a treble crochet, then around that post, then a treble crochet, around the post, then a treble, around the post, all the way to the end. So I'm going around my front posts that are sticking up here and doing a treble and the one that's set to the back. So around the post, then I've got a treble, and my last stitch. You can still do around the post on that last stitch. So we're going to chain 3 and turn. So the next stitch, it's the front post. So we'll do a front post and then a treble crochet, and that is what you do. It's so simple and easy. As long as you're doing the front post where the front post is, and the treble crochet is the one that's down near the back, like that, and then your front post, and that makes this mini waffle stitch. I'll show you that. Look at that. It makes that really pretty mini waffle stitch. So once you've done as many rows as you want, look at this. This is so pretty. It's quite thick as well. So use a large hook when you do this stitch. It's like a little mini waffle stitch, and it's completely reversible. Look at that. It's exactly the same on that side as it is on that side. Now I'm going to show you how to do the last row. Now the last row is very simple. I'm just going to do a UK double crochet. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Now on the bottom we did a we started with a double crochet row, and if you're in the USA that's a single crochet row, and that's what we're going to do to finish this off. Into every stitch I'm just going to put one double crochet all the way along, and that's going to finish off this top row like this. It's up to you if you want to put a border down the side, but it doesn't need it. It's really nice and straight down the side edges as well. And that is how you do this little stitch. Now it's been around for a long time, but I want to thank my friend Liz that was showing me her blanket that she did, and I thought I would just pass it on and show you all how to do this. It's a beautiful stitch. You can change the colours if you like, if you want to do that, and this yarn is absolutely beautiful, this one. It's a chunky style craft for babies, and I got that sent to me. Someone sent that to me in the Happy Mail bag. So I'm just going to put my last stitch in at the very end. I'll get my scissors. I'll cut my ends in. I'll stitch the ends in. Just pull that through. And that's that finished. I'll pop that yarn over there. And that's the blanket finished. It's quite a stretchy stitch as well, by the way. But this is so pretty for winter. It is so pretty. Look at that. So if you keep doing all your rows, this is what you end up with. You end up with this really pretty blanket, and it's really straight on your edges, and it's nice and thick. And it's nice and thick as well. Look how pretty that is. It's really pretty. So give this a try. It's a really nice thick blanket. Brilliant for making a really big one and putting it on your bed, or having one to just wrap around you when you're watching the TV. They're great for children as well. And you can even make a big square one and put it on the floor, and you can sit your child on it when they can play with their toys and things as well, like a mat. It is quite thick, and your pets like it as well, by the way. Your pets like it as well. So thank you very much for watching. Please click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. And if you click on the bell icon, then YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. And if you want, only if you want, you can click on the join button and you can support my channel, or you can just click on that join button, and it's almost like you buying me a cup of coffee and a cake once a month as well. So if you want to support the channel, then click on that join button. But thank you very much for watching. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.